A very good morning to all. On behalf of the institution, I take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you gathered to be a part of today's session on menstrual hygiene awareness. It is an honor and privilege to welcome our guest speaker, Mrs. Anita Rao ma'am. Anita Rao is a social activist, founder, and a director of Sakriya Charitable Trust and a former international air hostess from Bangalore. Anita Rao laid the foundation to her efforts and started the NGO Sakriya in 2017. Sakriya has got two meanings: active participation and a good deed. Through Sakriya, she reaches out to underprivileged women and children in Bangalore and other remote villages across Karnataka and conducts awareness campaigns on menstrual hygiene and regularly distributes sanitary kits. Today, she has reached out to more than 10,000 women through her sessions. Through Sakriya, she also has covered places including Bangalore, Kolar, Belur, Vijayapura, Narasapura, and others. Some of the activities conducted by the Sakriya Trust includes menstrual hygiene sessions to underprivileged women, personal hygiene, dental hygiene, importance of dressing up, teaching English to students in government schools, and organizing events to blind and special kids. Not to forget to mention the accomplishment of Mrs. Anita Rao. She is a social activist who has conducted more than 25 sessions, a motivational speaker, a jury member for India Kids Fashion Week, a jury member for MS Plus Size, received GTF Award for the Social Service and Social Impact Award in 2019. She also won the title of a Supermom, and she is also a Kalam's World Record holder. Apart from these, Anita Rao has taken menstrual health and personal growth session for the corporates. Altogether, she has conducted more than 119 awareness campaigns and events. Ma'am also took a visit to the prison to spread awareness on cervical cancer, breast cancer, and personal hygiene. She conducted sessions on social responsibilities and personality development for all the cadets of Rashtriya Military School, Bangalore. Dress needs session for the students at various colleges, service to mentally and physically challenged people at AIR Humanitarian Home. In addition to education and awareness, Anita Rao has also organized events like educational competitions and fashion shows for the children and disabilities to showcase their talents to the society and walk the ramp as a showstopper along with the Ananta Shishu girls in an effort to bring them to the mainstream. Free eye camp for the orphanage at Ananta Shishu Griha Bangalore by Sakriya Charitable Trust and carried out some renovation work and painting for the betterment of the government schools in Dupanahalli, Indranagar. Anita Rao focused on building sustainability of menstrual products. She encouraged the use of menstrual cups, reusable pads, and biodegradable pads. This initiative is called Sakriya Period Path Abhiyan. Besides distributing sanitary pads, during the COVID-19 pandemic, she has also conducted online sessions on menstrual hygiene management in rural areas of North Karnataka. Presently, Anita Rao is working with the police force creating awareness on reproductive diseases, communication skills, personal grooming, menstrual hygiene management, general cleanliness, travel ethic, government school beautification, heritage building restoration, and growing trees through area seeding. Once again, we welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I request you to please come on stage. Over to you.
Very good morning, boys and girls, and I'm extremely happy today. Boys have joined for menstrual hygiene management. Thank you very much, boys. It is very, very important. We keep talking about gender equality. When can it happen, gender equality? When all the girls in our country go to school, when all the women we talk about menstruation openly to the boys. Where it happens, maybe in your college it can, office or in schools, we women have to speak about menstruation. What do we speak about? When you are menstruating, when you have your periods, you go through a lot of physical pain. So you have to just go and tell the boss, tell the teacher or your colleague, listen, today I cannot perform, I'm in pain. I have period pain. When you guys talk about it publicly, then that is the first door for gender equality. Correct? And today in Kannada we have a saying that Suryange torcha. Today I am teaching menstrual hygiene for the nurses. Because in turn you are going to teach, you are going to create awareness to the patients. Because more than the doctors, you are very important to us. Thank you very much for attending this session. So what I have done is during pandemic we could not go out to every village or every orphanage. We could not reach. It was lockdown. So I have made a video in three different languages: Kannada, Hindi, and English. For people who cannot understand these three languages, I have put all subtitles in all Indian languages, all possible. For example, if it is happening in Kashmir, it is in Urdu. For example, if it is happening in Kanyakumari, it is in Tamil. Similarly, all languages I have put. For people who cannot read and write, who cannot understand the words, I have put images. For people who cannot hear and talk, it is in sign language. For people who cannot see, it is in Braille. So what it has A to Z about periods. How many people are menstruating, where it happens, why it happens. Most of us, we don't know where it happens and why it happens. At least we are educated, we go to school, we understand where it happens and why it happens. But what about rural? So this video is about 45 minutes. It is a complete layman language I have spoken, so that people understand easily. And I also have got few products to introduce. We have to stop using plastic bags. What is the reason? The video says. And you have to start using menstrual cups, please. It is about 300 or 400 rupees for 10 years. You can use that. How to use it and then how to take care of it, all these things. It is in YouTube, so you can Google it. And please start using eco-friendly, reusable pads or menstrual cups. So before I start the video, I would like to show you the model, uterus model I have got. So especially boys should know that. So I will show you. I will come to you there. Thank you. So you can read. Okay, how do I go to voice? ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ 4-5 ಜನ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟೇ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ is it Okay. So, do you know what is this? Do you know what is this, right? Yeah? You? This is the best profession. More than the doctors, they respect you guys. Because doctors, what they say, they just instruct. You are the ones who are going to take care of the patient completely. So thank you so much for choosing this profession. Okay, you feel like sleeping, no? Too cold. Yeah, irritating. Anyway, so what is the reason why I've got this uterus model? We women, we know that we have uterus and then we bear child, etc. So what is periods? Menstruation का मतलब क्या है? Sorry? Somebody said something? Yeah. Okay, you can hear me now. Yeah. So this is uterus and these are the ovaries. Everybody can see? This is uterus, this is reproductive organ. So these are the two ovaries. From after periods around 12 days, after 12 days, both the ovaries, maybe once one ovary, the next month another ovary releases egg that travels through fallopian tube and comes and sits in front of the uterus mouth. After fertilization, after the egg gets released and it gets fertilized with the sperm, it becomes an embryo. It comes and sits here in the uterus wall. That period is called zygote, and then when it develops into an embryo where you can see the kid's body parts, that is called embryo stage. After 9 months, the baby comes out. That is called pregnancy, and the lady is called pregnant. For the baby to sit somewhere, how you have a chair to sit? You can't sit. So how you are sitting on a chair? The baby has to sit somewhere to grow, right? So there, a sac-like, a bag-like structure gets developed, and that is made up of blood and blood vessels. So when there is no embryo, when there is no baby, what is the use of the sac? That comes out in the form of blood every month. Where it happens, where do we get periods? It happens in the uterus. But we all think that it happens in vagina. The blood comes through vagina every month. So we women, we know. And what is this? Why the whole world is talking about menstrual hygiene management, menstrual hygiene management matters, menstrual hygiene movement. Why? Because we, at present, there are about 355 million women are menstruating in India. In that, 16% only knows why it happens. The rest, we have no idea why it is happening. At least in city side, yes, we know. What about rural? 78% is rural India, right? So this is the reason I have made a video. We will watch the video, okay? If you have any doubts, PCOD, PCOS, cervical cancer, all those things, we can discuss it later. And very important thing is very important thing what I have discussed here is period blood color. Boys, you know only it is red in color. No. Some other colors are also there. How it tastes, how it smells, all these things I have spoken. So to your patients, to your mothers, your sisters, you have some knowledge about it. When they say it is pain, why it is pain. Got it? Shall we play? What happened? Somebody is scared? No, nothing. It is so very, it is like a movie. Why are you getting scared? Silence, silence.
How will I pass? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದ್ರದ್ದ ಇದ್ರದ್ದಾ
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದು
ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈಗ
ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಆಂಥೆಮ್ ಡೇಟ್ಸ್
Hello everybody, I'm Anita Rao from Bengaluru, Karnataka, India. By profession, I'm an international air hostess, now tutoring in social activities where I teach menstrual hygiene management, general cleanliness, travel etiquette, communication skills, and the importance of dressing up in rural and urban government schools, colleges, prisons, and slums, and with the police, and to the BMTC travelers and conductors. The main reason for me to be in front of you guys here is to talk about menstrual hygiene management. Are we really practicing here in India? Presently, we are around 355 million women and children who are menstruating. Believe me, in that half of us, we do not know what is menstruation, why it happens, and where it happens. So today, I thought of creating an awareness on menstrual hygiene management. When half of the population, they do not know anything about menstruation, and can I expect any menstrual hygiene management practices? Believe me, it's also nil. Only 18% of our urban women, we know and we are practicing menstrual hygiene management. But why it is so important? And why should we practice menstrual hygiene management? That is the reason I am here today in front of you to discuss everything about menstruation and menstrual hygiene management. Most of the girls in the villages, even in this generation and in this 21st century, they all think that menstruation is an obstacle. It takes away their freedom, and they menstruate only to get married and to reproduce. And then it hampers their mobility. Once the girl gets her periods for the first time, of course, in the Indian families, we do celebrate it. But from the very next day, the decision will be very different, and we tell the girl not to go to school and stop her education immediately because she has to get trained on household chores and cooking because very soon she is going to get married. She also doesn't like to go to school. The reason is she's very scared. What if she gets her periods when she is in school and there are no toilets and there are no adequate water and there is no privacy to change pads, and lack of pads also is a big reason. What if I get periods in the school and then what if I stain my uniform and people are going to bully me? This is the major reason I hear most of the time that when I speak to parents or the girls that why they stop going to schools. So that is the reason I thought in this pandemic, I thought of educating all of you guys or creating awareness on this most sensitive topic, less discussed topic in our country, that is menstruation and menstrual hygiene management. So let us begin with what is menstruation. Menstruation is a normal biological process which happens in all the female bodies, and it must happen. It's a central phenomenon in our life. Where it happens in the uterus and the vagina, we bleed. And as I said, in earlier times, there was no medicine for any girl who doesn't get her periods. But today, with medical technology, if any girl who doesn't get her periods after 15 years, please, you can advise her and take her to the doctor. There is a medicine and treatment for the periods. So why should we menstruate? Why do we bleed every month? What's the reason? As I said, it's a natural phenomena, it's a natural biological process. It is related only to reproduction. Just to reproduce our offspring, we menstruate. Imagine a small seed which germinates and becomes big, and then there are flowers and fruits on the tree. Similarly, a small, tiny, beautiful, little cute girl, she grows big just to reproduce. That's the reason menstruation happens. And when it happens, maybe earlier it was 15 years, now it is between 9 to 12 years, and up to 50 years she bleeds. What's the reason? What could be the reason why the girls are getting bigger from 9 to 12 years? What's the reason? That is because of the pollution and the food habits and the genes. Food habits like pizzas and the burgers and the colas and chips and so too much of salt. So there is a hormonal imbalance. The two reproductive hormones called progesterone and estrogen, there is a fluctuation in production. That's the reason girls are in puberty at the age of 9 or 12. So some girl, she asked me like, how do I get to know that I'm going to get my first periods? So for every reason, our body prepares us. Like how when you get to know you are going to have a guest at home, what are you going to do? Immediately you run to the kitchen, you prepare delicious food, and immediately you go to their bedroom and you make sure that their bed is clean and safe, and their sitting sofa chair is clean and safe, and that is how our body prepares us to bear the child. Where? In the uterus. The uterus wall is made up of uterus lining, which is also in turn made up of muscles, blood vessels, and blood. Once the body gets to know that the girl is pregnant, the body is going to bear a child, it is going to make it stronger. In the uterus, a sac-like structure gets created, and once the ovaries produce the eggs, it travels to the uterus mouth. Then it awaits for the sperm. Once they come in contact with each other, they develop into an embryo. So this embryo needs a place to sit and relax and grow into a beautiful baby. So the embryo sits in this sac-like structure. This is called pregnancy. And the girl is called pregnant lady. If the girl is not pregnant, what is the use of the sofa or the sac? So uterus sends unwanted material through vagina every month in the form of blood. Similarly, even our body goes through lot of changes just 2 years before periods. What happens? The shoulder part and the head part gets bigger. That is, we develop breasts, and we do develop hair in armpits and in the vaginal area. And also you start getting pimples, dandruff, and always you're so happy, you're in a good mood all the time. You feel like you're Kajol or the movie star, and you start searching for Shah Rukh Khan. And maybe this is the time to fall in love. So now, after we got to know what is menstruation, where it happens, we will talk about menstrual cycle. What it is, what is that cycle now? Very simple. The duration between the first periods and the second periods, it's called menstrual cycle, and it is not same for everybody. Some may get for 20 days, some may get for 22 days, 30 days, or up to 45 days. If you don't get your periods, even after 45 days, then there is something wrong, you have done something good. Go to the doctor, get a check. She has a solution. Alright, so for the first time when the girl gets her periods, it's only a few spots maybe. She will not get her periods regularly every month. That means once in 3 months she gets her periods. That is, in a year, only 4 times she gets her periods. And for the first time, only few drops will be there. You don't have to worry. And from the next second year, she will be having regular periods. So now let us talk about period blood and bleeding time. As I said, all of us we bleed from the first day till the seventh day, and it is not uniform for everybody. Some may bleed for 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days. But make sure that even after 7 days you are bleeding, it's a call to visit the doctor. And even your blood should not have too much of blood clots. Once or twice, 2 or 3 months, once a while, it is okay, but not heavy clots. Make sure that it is not with And how much do you bleed? Do you think maybe a bucket or maybe a mug size? No way. We bleed only 35 ml to 50 ml in a day. Maybe the first day 35 ml, the second day that is 50 milliliters, which is equal to 2 or 2.5 tablespoons. And very interesting is how is the period blood taste? So have you ever tasted? Just when you got your periods and then you felt like just curiosity, you felt like tasting it. Ah, no, right? You have never tasted. Me too, I have never tasted. But there are professional blood drinkers in the world. Of course, not in our country. The other countries they do have. It is their job. It just taste the blood. It doesn't matter to them is it animal blood or period blood or human blood. According to them, it tastes like iron. Take a piece of iron rod, put it in a glass and put it in water, leave it 15 days and then go back and try to drink that water. It exactly tastes similar. And it also tastes like batteries, people say. And what's the reason why it tastes iron? It smells iron because our blood is made up of iron. Simple. And now, how should be the smell of the period blood? Believe me guys, period blood does not have any odor on its own. It is as pure as oxygenated blood which is flowing in your body from the heart. Then why the foul smell? Whenever I go to the toilet, when I change my pad, why it smells so bad? Somebody asked me. So as I said, period blood does not have any odor, and when it comes in contact with the pad or the cloth absorbent you are using, and when it gets mixed with air, all these have germs. Air has germs, and your period pad or the cloth pad has germs. So all of them they get mixed and then it smells. How is the healthy period blood smells? Should smell. It should smell like a dead fish. Please remember, only when you are menstruating, your vagina or your period blood should smell like a dead fish, not during normal days. If you are not having your charms or periods, and still your vagina is smelling like dead fish, that means there is a severe infection. Visit the doctor ASAP. Now we finished the taste and the smell of the blood. Now, how should the healthy period blood be? And what other colors like orange or white or pink, what it indicates? Let us discuss. That is one thing I must say, whether our body is healthy, our reproductive system is healthy or unhealthy, is there any problem, any medical issues, very simple way our period blood indicates. Every month, please pay attention to the color of the period blood because it says so much about our health. For example, in case if you have your period blood color, which is in this color, this is dark brown. This, for the first day, we are going to get this color because it is old blood which somehow got stuck in the uterus or maybe it was lazy to come out from the vagina. So this is old blood remained in the uterus last month. Very normal, very common, it is very healthy color. And this is your bright red color, very fresh color, a fresh blood which comes out of the vagina very fast. That day the uterus is shedding this blood very quickly. And if your period blood color is of this color, that means there is a problem. This indicates sexually transmitted diseases and many other complications with a lot of abdominal pain and foul smell of the bleeding. ASAP, go to the doctor. Then what about this pink blood color? Actually, it is not your periods. It is not at all your blood. Maybe ovaries are damaged, maybe cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, or spotting, or an abortion, or the sign of menopause. We have spoken so much about all the colors. Why not white? That means white blood color. What is it? That is called white discharge. It is a natural disinfectant which our uterus and vagina has. It throws all the bacteria, fungus, you name the germs out of our uterus and vagina. And it is very, very common, very healthy. You don't have to get scared if it is colorless and odorless. Just before our periods, 2 or 3 days before our periods, we get white discharge. That means our body is telling us that be ready, you are going to get your periods. Got it? It is very, very normal. But just before periods is okay, odorless is okay, and watery is okay. But if you are getting this throughout the month, throughout the year, it is not at all okay. That says vitamin deficiency and you are not having a balanced diet. We have spoken all the colors and you name the color and the nature we have spoken. So how should the period blood be? What should be the period blood color? The healthy blood color. It should be like this color or cranberry color. This shows that your reproductive system is super healthy. You don't have to worry. Normally we girls bleed this color. In abnormal cases only we had other colors. Now we have enough information on menstrual cycle, menstruation and period blood color, etc. etc. Now we will talk about menstrual hygiene management. What is it? Why such a big deal about menstrual hygiene management? Why it is mandatory for a girl to practice menstrual hygiene? As I said, we all bleed from the first day till the 7th day. So how many times in a day you are supposed to change your pads? Every 6 to 8 hours, it's a must whether you're bleeding, you're not bleeding, heavy bleeding, light bleeding. It doesn't matter. You must change your pads every 6 to 8 hours. And after you change your pads, you must wash your hands with soap. And what do you do with the pad? Take a used newspaper or any tissue roll or anything, wrap it thoroughly and discard it. Do not put the pad in the toilet bowl. In case if you're not using pads and if you're using cloths, remember to wash them with cold water and then sun dry it only. You cannot hide, you cannot keep this cloth pad under some other cloth and hiding it from people. No, don't do that. It has to be very, very dry and it should not be wet for the next use. And you can use the cloth pad only 3 months. That's all. After that you have to discard it and you have to use the new one. When we are talking about 355 million girls and women are menstruating in our country. Each girl, she menstruates up to 50 years and every girl needs at least 72,000 pads in her lifetime. Each pad, plastic pad, takes 400 to 500 years to decompose. So imagine the detrimental effect it has on our environment. I plead everybody to switch over to eco-friendly, environmentally friendly menstrual hygiene products. I have few examples for you. This is your menstrual hygiene cup. It is so easy, so comfortable, personal experience I am telling you. One cup, if you invest like 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, you can use this up to 10 years. Of course, after use method should be followed regularly. And there is one more, this is called reusable pads. It is just like old school method, like where our grannies and great grannies, they used to use it. And this is also very comfortable. It's my personal experience. I have used it. All of us, we must think about the environment and then ASAP, we all must start using reusable pads. It also needs very less care. You just have to use it in cold water and sun dried. That's all. After we spoke about sustainable products, now let us talk about the stigma, the myth, the taboo and the superstition which is surrounding menstruation. Why do we have so many taboos, so many stigmas, so many myths around menstruation? That is because, believe me, even our literature does not say anything about menstruation or menstrual hygiene management. Even if it says, it's very less. Our schools, colleges, teachers, mothers do not talk about menstruation publicly. That is the reason so many taboos and then so many myths around it. Who made all this? In earlier times, according to me, the senior lady of the house, she knew what is menstruation and what the difficulties during menses. That is the reason she made a simple rule saying that you do not have to come to the kitchen to cook. If you come to the kitchen, you have a lot to work. That is the reason she told the girl to relax in one, sit and relax in one particular place. But no, what did we do? We didn't like it. We converted that simple solution to a taboo, a myth, and a stigma. Now we have, even in some villages, we still have that the girl who's during menstruation, she cannot enter the kitchen, she cannot touch the pickle, she cannot cook, the elders cannot see her face. Believe me, guys, it's absolutely rubbish, utter nonsense. You don't have to believe in all these things. It's a natural process, as I said. How you have common cold. Common cold is colorless, and our periods, it is blood red in color. That's all. Why so much of myth is created around it? And men too, they have joined it. Do you know the reason why they support all this taboo, the myths and the stigmas? Because they did not want any fights, arguments, or conflicts with the lady who decided all these things. So he kept quiet, though he didn't know anything about periods. He just agreed, and till date, we all follow that. I am here requesting all the men to break the taboo, to break the myth, and encourage girls to talk about menstruation publicly. It is an entry point for gender equality. When can gender equality happen? When all the girls in the country go to school, when all the women, all the girls can talk about periods publicly. That is when I say gender equality will happen. And how much he knows about periods, how much men know about periods. Believe me, none. They do not know anything because neither he asked nor we told him. Why it is important for him to know about periods? Yes, of course, it is important because it improves the overall health of the family and she can breathe with dignity. And when he is understanding, when he is empathetic, he can have a very good personal relationship with his wife, sister, mother, or the daughter. So it is a must for him also to know about periods. So we will come to an end now. And why should we maintain menstrual hygiene management? What happens, ma'am? Somebody asked me, there's a small village in my place, and they asked me, we do not have any time. What happens to us if we do not change pads even after 6 to 8 years? Guys, it's a serious business. You must follow menstrual hygiene management, or else, you know what happens. You may have heard about cervical cancer, which is AA, and UTI, urinary tract infection, kidney damage, kidney infections, and whatnot. If you do not practice menstrual hygiene management, there is a deadly disease called cervical cancer. It happens through human papilloma virus. After doing the intercourse, in case if we do not wash our vaginal area thoroughly, or having multiple partners, not maintaining hygiene practices, leads to all these diseases. Very common disease is UTI, urinary tract infection. There is a solution for everything, but prevention is better than cure. So it's better from today onwards to take care of menstrual hygiene practices. Last and final, as I always do, I love children, and then I have something to say for young kids. Hi guys, thanks for listening to me for so long. I have some very special message for you. I want all the kids to dream big. I want all the kids to be very, very independent. Do your own work. And please do not waste your time in watching TV on Facebook, Instagram, games, etc. Have a role model in life. Somebody, some big personality has said that even if you don't have eyes, it's okay, it seems. But if you don't have a dream, you will go nowhere. Correct? So always dream big. Have two dreams. One easy dream, the other one is difficult. Once you complete your easy dream, it gives you a lot of confidence to achieve the bigger one. And always, as I said, have role models. My role model is Mr. Kalam. Sudhamurthy, Narayan Murthy. I keep reading about them. If you do not read books, you will not gain any knowledge. You must continue reading. It's a tonic for your brain. You must love yourself. According to Infosys chairperson Mr. Narayan Murthy, he says 80% of the youth is unemployed. That is because what they study and what they want to do, where they want to work, it really doesn't match. So if you don't study what you like, if you don't do what you like, success will not be with you. If you want to be very successful, do what you love and love yourself. Hello guys, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I have created some awareness, and then this is just not for you. This is for all the people in your family, in your neighborhood, and whoever your friends, college, peers, or anybody who you encounter with. You must share this knowledge, especially the period blood color. That's the reason, just to make your life easy, I got flowers so that it gives a message clearly. All right, everybody, thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I have tried to create awareness here. And this subject, it is just not for you today, for your family, friends, peers, colleagues, your aunts, neighbors, everybody. Whoever you come in contact with them, please share this knowledge, especially on the period blood color. Just to make our life easy, I got these flowers so that it is better for easier understanding. Thanks a lot again. All the very best. Love yourself. I love you all.
Sorry? What happened? Okay, how was it? Somebody got scared, right? I'm going to show the blood and all that. Yeah, one lady, she got really scared. Yeah, how was the video? You liked it? You were watching me or the video? Okay, now what I'm going to talk about period products. See what is happening to our period pads after we use and we put it in the dustbin. Do you know what is happening? Do you guys know what is happening? As it is not recyclable, they are doing this business. They are putting all the period products in the ocean or water bodies, and all the aquatic animals, they are eating the. Okay. Okay. So what is happening? As I said, they are throwing all these period products in the ocean or any other water body, and all the aquatic animals, they are eating that. And nowadays, seafood is very tasty, correct? Because they are eating your pads, and the same fish you are eating, especially the Kerala ones. You love fish. Huh? Fish fry, you love it. And what else? What are the other seafood things you have? Crab, and prawns. They're all tasting very, very nice, very delicious because they're eating your pads. Because there is no other way. We cannot dump it on the land because each pad takes 450 years to decompose. So, what to do? Dump it in the water bodies. And water bodies, they don't know aquatic animals. Lovely, some nice uh, cotton is coming, nice food we are getting. So, they are eating. And fish is tasting great. Yeah, see, she's saying yes. So we have few products. That is, as I said, menstrual cups. Please, guys, as this is your future, you need. We have actually used whatever we had. Water we are using, and for your kids, there are no trees. There is no water because it is not. What do you call that? It is going to get over. It is not like air or sun. It cannot be replenished. So you have to take care. So please use cups. And there is one more product. This is your period underwear. This is your period underwear. For the first day and third day, it is very useful. I have used it personally. So there are n number of products other than plastic pads. Please go through, Google it, and from now on, start using it. Any doubts you have? No. No doubts. Yeah? Okay, how many of you know what is PCOD? PCOS. Why it happens? Any idea? No idea. Silence. Excellent. So what is PCOD, PCOS? Why it happens? We have no idea. Is there any cure? No, there is no cure. There are certain injections just to make your periods regular, and you can conceive. So what happens on PCOD and PCOS? These two, as I said, these are the ovaries. They release eggs, correct? So the fat content, like water bubble kind of a thing, gets deposited on these ovaries. So when the egg gets released, they will not allow the egg to travel through fallopian tube. Nowadays, 15-year-old girl is also getting PCOD and PCOS. Why it happens, we have no idea. And there is no cure, 100% cure. Even after menopause, I am going to get PCOS. Yes, PCOD, PCOS will be there with you. It's a gift. Because you did not maintain your regular balanced diet and exercise. And you guys don't drink a lot of water. I can see many faces here, you don't drink water. Your skin is dull. You are all so young. You're feeling very cold at present, and you don't eat properly. At this age, your skin should be glowing. But why it is not glowing? No water. In India, we have a problem because we don't have toilets. Yeah, when we are traveling, we get scared to go to the toilet. We get scared to drink water. Villagers, they say that to me. No, I leave home by 8 and then till 4 o'clock she doesn't drink water because there is no toilet. Please drink water. Balanced diet is very, very important. And you guys are going to work till 60, 70 years. You need stamina. You're all very thin. I don't know why. 1 or 2 is nice. The rest is very thin. I don't know why. And you must exercise. Half an hour, you jog, you run, you do what you want, you must exercise. Okay? Any doubts? You're all bleeding properly, and every month you're bleeding. There is no clusters in your blood. Yeah? Boys are there, that's why you're feeling shy, you're not asking. Boys, you understood everything? Any doubts? Here, raw. Any doubts, boys? So you understood the process? Why periods happens? Yes or no? Raise your hand. Here, raw. Niddena? Any doubts, boys? What is PCOD? Why I don't have uterus? And one girl, she asked me, school girl, Rashtriya Military School, she said, why should we only bleed? That's true. Why they should bleed? They also should bleed. And you get lot of backache, correct? You get lot of backache. You feel like vomiting. And you don't feel like talking to anybody. When you are menstruating, if somebody talks to you, you feel like slapping. Yeah, correct. That is due to the fluctuation of hormones, which is progesterone and estrogen. You get lot of pimples, body smells, all these things. It's because of the fluctuation in the hormone. Maybe some gets released more, some gets released less. So because of this, mood swings, backache, leg pain, all these things happens. See, there is a lady, everything happens to her. Yes, 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 she is saying. So drink a lot of water. And then you have to eat palak, spinach. That has rich iron content, so which can reduce the pain. And if it is too painful, just take one paracetamol now. Don't suffer. And tell them, whoever is you're working with, tell them I am on period pain. I cannot work, boss, today. Pain. Don't suffer. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. Boys, bye. It's very special to me because you guys attended. Many places I go to, only girls they attend, and boys they usually shy away. But today you sang. Thank you so much.
Students, any more doubts? None from the girls? Okay. We have a student with a doubt, ma'am.
You can do it. No, no need. No. It has padding. Yes, you can wash. Yes, tell me. See, have a seat. Thank you very much for the question. See, the question was how many times I can use the reusable pads. For 3 years, you can use the reusable pads. If it is reusable cloth, only thrice, 3 times you can use it. Reusable pads, you have to wash it in cold water, sun dried, directly under the sun. You can use that for 3 years. Okay. So how do we use the cup? I don't know. I have appointed somebody. When I get periods, that person will insert the cup to me. Yeah, it's $1 million question. How do we use it? Whether you stand here, whether you stand like this, whether you stand like this, we don't know. First thing what you do is take the cup, keep it in the bathroom, stare at the cup. Be calm. Be calm. Sit. Keep the cup in front of you. Stare at it for 10 minutes. Then it will give you courage. Then it will give you courage. There are n number of videos on YouTube how to use it. For example, for her personality, I cannot tell how to use it. It is her own courage. For the first time, please use it. You will get scared. After that, it is so comfortable, you will forget that you are on periods. How to take care, all these things are on Google, on YouTube. N number of videos. For different sizes, for different, does it leak? All the answers are there on YouTube. You don't have to worry. So as I said, according to me, I stand like this. That's my comfort. Okay? Any other question? Yes, yes, baby. Helapa. ಯೇ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಗ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲೋಯ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗಿ ದಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗಿ
Hello. Ma'am,
ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ. Yes, go ahead.
is it audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, my question is based on rural area.
Hey, don't laugh, huh?
That
He's
suppose
trying.
one girl is there with menstrual bleeding, and no matter what I am for her, but how can I help her with the limited facilities and services?
Okay, only one girl. No, no need, no need. Don't laugh, don't laugh. At least he made an effort. At least he made an effort. Okay, which language you speak? Hindi or Kannada? हिंदी बोलो, हिंदी में पूछो.
मैम ग्रामीण एरिया में लड़की है.
एक ही लड़की है.
होगी मैम.
No, no, लड़कियां है. That's what I meant.
मैम लड़कियां हैं. एक लड़की को ब्लीडिंग हो रही है, तो हाउ कैन आई हेल्प मैम?
एक लड़की को ब्लीडिंग हो रहा है तो पैड दे दो. नंबर 1. नंबर 2,
लिमिटेड सोर्सेस एंड सर्विसेज.
नो प्रॉब्लम. पैड नहीं है तो पुराना कपड़ा तो होगा. पुराना कपड़ा तो घर पे होगा. सो वो कपड़ा जो भी है वो नहीं दे सकते हम. वो साफ रहना चाहिए कपड़ा. उसको फोल्ड करो और उसको दे दो कि ये रखो. 3-4 घंटे में एक बार बदलो और अच्छी तरह पानी से वो योनि प्रदेश को साफ करो. इतना ही बोलना है बस. लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज का मतलब क्या है? पानी रहना है, टॉयलेट तो होगा ही, और कपड़े तो पुराना कपड़ा घर पे रहेगा ही. गॉट इट? अभी तो मैंने आपको समझाया कि क्यों पिंपल्स आता है और क्यों ब्लीडिंग होता है. संतानोत्पत्ति उसका मुख्य कारण है. ये सब तो आप जानते ही हैं. 4 to 5 आवर्स के बीच में पैड बदलना है, ये सब आप जानते हो. अभी पीरियड कलर के बारे में, ब्लड कलर के बारे में आपने जान लिया. सो दीज आर द ओनली इंफॉर्मेशन यू नीड टू इम्प्रूव और यू नीड टू एजुकेट एनी वुमन.
Ma'am, if she is on the road, then
If, oh yeah, you're talking about the beggars, ऐसे लोग. Yes, there are many people like this in our country. The same thing applies for them. If they go to government hospitals, free pads देते हैं. Government schools, colleges and hospitals, there are free pads available. So you can just tell them, you have to tell them to go to the nearest hospital. They will give her pad. Got it? Any other question? हाँ, चलो. हैवी ब्लीड क्यों होता है? इट इज अ मिथ. हैवी ब्लीड नहीं होता है. हम लोगों को लगता है कि हैवी ब्लीड हो रहा है. सी, यू आर चेंजिंग मोर देन 2 pads, 3 pads every hour, every 3 hours, 4 hours. That is what you feel. Heavy हो रहा है तो which is more than 60 ml. That's all. If it is heavy 100 ml, 200 ml हो रहा है तो you will be in the hospital. The main problem is stress. When you are stressed, तुम्हारा एग्जाम आ रहा है तो यू फील दैट यू आर ब्लीडिंग. दैट इज द ओनली रीजन ना. वी फील पिटी अबाउट आवरसेल्फ. ओ एग्जाम है कल, मुझे आज पीरियड्स आ गया, पेट दर्द हो रहा है. नो मम्मा, आज एग्जाम ठीक से नहीं हुआ क्योंकि पीरियड्स आया. अरे हम लोग मंगलयान जा रहे हैं, आप लोग पीरियड पीरियड करके बोल रहे हैं. सुनीता विलियम्स वाज देयर फॉर हाउ मेनी इयर्स, हाउ मेनी मंथ्स? शी डिडंट गेट हर पीरियड्स. हाउ डिड शी मैनेज? यस मैम. हाँ, थिक वाला नहीं होना चाहिए. सी, जैम लाइक a thing. No, that should not happen. You have to go to the doctor immediately. It's a very serious business. It should not happen. Jam like thing. It should not. It should be like liquid. Jam जैसे हो रहा है तो सर्वाइकल कैंसर का फर्स्ट स्टेप है. क्या हो गया भाई? What happened? That was the question, right? Yeah, jam जैसे नहीं होना चाहिए. To anybody more than after 50 it happens. Be careful. Yes, next question. Boys, ಕೇಳ್ರಾ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. Nothing? Can I leave? Yes, ಅಂದ ನೋಡು. ಚಲೇ ಜಾओ. Okay, thanks.
Students, please remain silent. Okay, so as a part of today's program, we have few sanitary pads with us. I request Mrs. Anita ma'am to just distribute the sanitary pads to our nursing faculties as well as nursing students.
ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ.
I call Mrs. Mamta Man to receive the sanitary gift. I now call Mrs. Sheila Man. Now Ms. Madeline Man. Ms. Chaitra Man. Mrs. Davita Madam. And one for myself. Ms. Davina. Students, please remain silent. Now I request our Honorable Principal Sir, Dr. S.R. Gajendra Singh, to kindly share a few words on this program.
Good afternoon. Kindly maintain silence. Today's person today's resource person Srimati Anita Rao, founder of Sakriya Charitable Trust and organizing chairperson for this workshop, Mrs. Sheila J. and other members of the committee as well as my dear faculty and beloved students. Today it's my pleasure of having such a session in my college. Of course, we have come out with better concepts in menstrual hygiene. When we start discussing about menstruation and menstrual hygiene, majority of the girls, they start bending their head down. This must not. This is a cycle which happens in each and every female during the productive age. Only thing, you must be aware in what way you need to preserve reproductive health, restore reproductive health, and you being nurses and healthcare workers carry this message down to us. That is from urban to rural. As and when we go in rural area, menstrual cups they may not be available. They may be aware about menstrual ads, but they may not be aware of its disadvantages. So today you are committed yourself to disseminate menstrual hygiene message to the grassroots level. I think you have understood and you have taken this message and you have committed yourself to the grassroots. And I would like to say my heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Anita Rao for all the way she has come as and when we have invited. She will be very busy and having such a work schedule. She has accepted our invitation. Thank you very much, madam. And today Saturday, half a day, and I think you are eager to walk out from here. Despite with great patience, you are listening, and I would like to say my special thanks for guys, that is boys, those who have joined here to be known to the information, updates about menstrual hygiene, because we need to teach each and every family member, not only the public. These boys can take this message to the family. Those who are not aware, kindly spread the best messages of menstrual hygiene. This is what my appeal. And once again, I would like to say thanks for one and all for today's successful conduction of this seminar. Thank you, Amla.
Now I call upon Mrs. Anita Rao to come on the stage to hand over the appreciation certificate by Nursing Scholar Society and Nine Foundation to our Honorable Principal Sir Dr. S. Agajendra Singh.
Thank you, sir. And I would also like to ask you ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಆಚೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಸೈನ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Thank you, sir.
Now I call Mrs. Sheila J. to receive the certificate of appreciation by Nursing Scholar Society and Nine Foundation for organizing this program today. Thank you, ma'am. I now call upon Mrs. Sheila J, HOD of OBG Nursing Department, to share a few words with us.
Won't take much time. A very good afternoon to one and all. So before proposing the vote of thanks, I would like to highlight why this menstrual health awareness seminar was organized today. Do you all know when is the World Menstrual Health Day? 28th of May. But menstruation is a issue which has to be addressed every day. So and so it is a need that has to be addressed, and this was initiated by the Nursing Scholars Society as well as Nine Foundation Gorakhpur. They have ventured this event, which is a 9-week program, a pan-India event, where they are freely distributing the sanitary pads to all the nursing organizations. So we appreciate this initiative which they have taken. And you might be wondering why the free sanitary pads are being given to the nursing students, where there are needs, where students are people who are in need do not get those pads. So the same question was asked by our speaker as well. So when we had approached the organizers of this event, so they said that the nurses are the ones who stand out in case of spreading awareness or disseminating awareness. So as rightly said by ma'am, even the nurses need to be aware of the menstrual hygiene, and you all are the right persons to take it to the community. So that is the reason the sanitary pads has been given to you all. And okay, that is the reason the sanitary pads have been given to you all, and so that you can spread this awareness to all whomever you come across. So this is the reason why the sanitary pads were given today. And I take this opportunity to thank Ma'am Anita Rao, who has taken time off her busy schedule to address the students, and also she was very thoughtful of getting all the models and everything to explain to the boys especially. We thank you, ma'am, on behalf of I request our principal sir to kindly hand over token of gratitude to Amma.
Should we come next?
Please come back.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. It also gives me immense pleasure to extend my gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. S.R. Gajendra Singh, sir, without whose support this event wouldn't have been possible. Thank you, sir. I also thank all the HODs and all the faculty members who have extended their support in organizing this event. Thank you, one and all. And thank you, students, for your patient listening. And see that the sanitary pads which has been given to you, either you use it or give it to somebody who is in need of it. Okay, and don't please dump it in the toilets. Okay, and one more, and a special thanks to the ones who have helped us in organizing this, the Nursing Scholars Society, and as well as Nine Foundation, who has distributed this sanitary pads for all of us. Thank you once again. Have a good day.
Thank you.